one of the most underutilized tools when it comes to weight loss is yes, diet is obviously 80% of it. But I think people neglect strength and resistance training and how that works for metabolic rate and increasing and boosting metabolism. Like when I see, and this was really bad when I lived in the States, like metabolic boosting teas and all of these supplements. It's like this boosts your metabolism and this will impact metabolism. I'm like, right, your metabolism is a very complicated thing. It's not going to be take this tea and it boosts it by 23%. It's just not going to work like that. But what does boost your metabolism on top of, I think sleep is something that's very underutilized as well in terms of sleep quality, but resistance training and strength training. And the analogy I tell people is when you do strength training or resistance training, when it's with weights or even with your body weight, especially if you're in the overweight category, 400 pounds, 300 pounds, your body is a lot of resistance by just moving that amount of weight. But what resistance training does is it increases your metabolic rate. It means that you burn more calories while you rest. So doing strength training and resistance training is like the calorie burning equivalent of making money while you sleep. And when people start to think about that, it gives you this kind of leg up in terms of, well, what's the thing I could add as opposed to diets? Diets sometimes is what do I remove? It's what do I remove from my life? What foods do I remove to kind of get my weight down? But sometimes it's what do you add in on top of that? What foods can you add that will keep you satiated between meals and make you feel good? But also what other elements of your life can you add, such as a resistance program or a training program? And I think with weight loss, particularly extreme weight loss, people don't go to training first, nor should they. Diet is, I think, more important. But it's not something that I would neglect either, because I think it sets you up for success, because the more calories you're burning and the higher your metabolism is, the easier you're going to find the entire process. And that process becomes addictive. Like, progress is addictive. Think about the times before you stalled. You feel great. You're feeling confident. You're feeling motivated. You're feeling driven because you're stepping on a scale and the weight is down. Or you're looking in the mirror and you're like, wow, my body fat is lower, or my clothes feel looser. That's addictive, and that can go to an extreme to the other side as well. But for the most part, it's supportive. And I think if you add in that resistance training, looking at your nutrition, and then obviously sleep quality, I think they're the trifecta. You get those three things right more often than not, and you don't have to get it 100%. Like, I think there's another misconception with weight loss, and you can speak to this, Ethan, that people don't have to have it right 100% to lose weight. If you are stepping on a bodybuilding show or trying to break a 3-hour running a marathon, yeah, you need to get stuff dialed in and be 100%. But for weight loss, 80% is more than enough for the majority of people. So that gives you that little bit of wiggle room. Now, don't let yourself off to, go do whatever you want, whenever you want. But I think that approach and knowing that gives people and allows them to take some of that self-imposed pressure off, which can also set you up for success with your diet.